Hi, this is my 25th video, and first I want to thank anybody who's been watching my video. I hope that my videos are insightful and relatable. Like I said, I keep wearing this just to make sure that my identity is not revealed. Like I said before, I'm still trying to function in regular society, but at the same time, I do want to talk about my targeting and um, talk about what's happening to me, and hope that that is not used against me. But in this specific video, once again, I'll talk about a part of the targeting, which consists of V2K slash synthetic telepathy. Like I said, a lot of my targeting has been mostly, well, I've been hit by direct energy weapons, but there's a lot of psychological torture. And one thing they like to do, and one that's been happening since I got V2K, which is August 19, 2019, is the use of dreams for dream manipulations, especially sexual ones. At first, so there's different dream manipulation that's happening. Some when they modulate those dreams, and it's crazy. So what they are is basically, when you dream, this come it's kind of controlled, and they have narrative. It's so hard to even explain and talk about it because you don't know how it's done, but those are not your natural dreams, and it came from me rarely have a dream or rarely remembering have a dream, like every night having some kind of weird dream where it's meant to kind of disturb you in one way or another. Some of those dreams are just extremely disturbing, and like I'm normally a perverse and disgusting, and it's the mixture of your genitals, and it's and then the content is very disturbing. Other dreams are sexual, um, just sexual, but not like just extremely sexual, but nothing too crazy. And I was wondering why they kept doing this. And lately I've been making videos about things that just happened. Um, so last night they had this extremely sexual dream, and what it did is just obviously it aroused me, increased my libido. um, I woke up in the middle and just kind of try to relax, and because it is still disturbing. I just woke up, especially when it's forced on you. And then so this sensation now, is somehow that's a sensation of arousal is now used in my in memories. So I'm going to try to say, explain it with that, with making sense. They create sensations. So for me, some of the sensations, especially those like when they use my libido, is during those dreams. So create a very sexual dream where where your libido is used, and those are the dreams that are not as disturbing as some are just so disturbing you wake up sweating and just like they're nightmares. So you wake up just sweating and heart beating fast, and just it's just so it's just disgusting, and you know that on its own type of torture where you just see things you don't want to see in dream. And then there's just regular sexual thing where if anything it just keeps you aroused. And so last night was one of those, and those sensations you have when you're experiencing that, I repeat it on anything. So um one thing I keep talking about too, is the way they manipulate memories, right? um and the way they try to paint a picture. So when they try to edit a memory and create a sensation that wasn't there, um, they can utilize, and this is my case, and I hope that makes sense. Those that sensation you had, waking up from this sexual dream, where your libido is used, is now used in a memory. For me, it was just last night, and then they tried to play with the gaslighting, which is at this point, I don't know if it's still even impacting me the same way, but um, so what they did last night is they made me experience this extremely sexual dream. I woke up from it, and then I kind of stayed up, tried to cool off from it, just calm down. But there was a strong sensation, a very strong libido sensation, like arousal. That's not just there was just very strong sensation. So I'm trying to cool off, and while I'm doing that, the video can start playing some memories, right? And there's this specific one where there's a video, I watch with somebody dancing, and it's beautiful, not sexual but sensual dance, and it was just a beautiful thing. And I know it's just very specific here, but and there was nothing arousing in regard of sexual. It was nothing. It was just more of a just nice thing to see, but it wasn't arousing. It was not sexual at all. Now that memory comes back in my head, and now this sensation is added to it. This sensation of me, of when I woke up from this sexual dream, added to this, and that just kind of changed the memory. It changed the perception of that memory. And I know this is not the first time. They somehow create sensation and then able to repeat them throughout something you see. They can reuse sensation. Either some they create from you, or others that you don't know where it comes from, and able to apply it on different situation. That can be very just nauseous at the time, because you're like looking, and then you feel that sensation. And then they expect you to actually believe it. For me personally, they have this narrative, this persona they try to kind of create, and this consists of the worst one, and for them to kind of validate their persona. The way they try to validate is not really validating. It's more confusing. It's more of gaslighting you in a certain way. They apply those sensations in places where you don't want to be, or that it wasn't, and try to make you feel like, oh, why do you feel this way about it? And it's just it's something you just gotta accept. So now every time I think of that memory, or think about it's just so I expect to have this sensation. And that was prior to last night. They made me run through this memory. I would not just, I won't care about it. It's like, okay, but now with this libido used, like, on sensation on this memory, now it's just okay. Nah, I'm not okay with that. And they try to kind of validate their persona based on it, which it's obvious that it's not something that's gonna really impact me. But the annoying part is just the fact that now you have your memory hijacked, your personnel. You as a person are just hijacked, because they play with things around. They put sensations in places. They mess with your memories. They create a narrative. They just mangle everything, and it's really in a way to kind of still push you to think a certain way, or just make you think a certain way, or create this persona. um but it is annoying at this point, because especially after last night, because I was those sometimes just I was just so confident about, okay, you're not gonna make me see it that way. um and then I wake up from this extremely sexual dream that was manipulated, and now when I look at it, it's just okay, it's going there, man. Well, when before I was just I didn't it just didn't affect me, because it, there was nothing there for me to just even worry about. Not even worry about, it's just okay, whatever. Didn't care too much. Now when they add the sensation um to this memory, which is some kind of use of your libido, or just it doesn't feel natural, but it feels like it was just plugged in the memory. um Now that is just annoying. It's just annoying because you were so okay with that memory the way it was before, not caring about if it fit their persona. You didn't care. Now you add the arousing sensation into that memory. It's just like, now it's just and I know you take it from sensation you created. But I hope it makes sense what I'm trying to say. So all in all, what I'm trying to say is, and it's always about I'm always talking about my specific targeting and what's happening to me. It's just a testimony of what's happening to me. As they create sensation. Last night they created a sexual dream. They manipulated a sexual dream, very sexual. You wake up from it. I woke up from it. With this, with my libido stimulated. They use that sensation from the moment, and then apply on different things, your memory, or anything they want to, and then try to create the persona based on that. So imagine if you want to create that kind of persona that's kind of extremely disgusting, just take that and apply it, and now you have a moment where you have your libido very libido stimulated on a specific memory. So they play with sensation, they add to memories, they play with memories. It's a playing ground, it's a practice ground. Your brain is a practice ground. And you just gotta find a way to accept it. I make notes of things, so when it changed, but I remember how it was before, and then I understand, okay, that's why they did it, because they tried to play with this persona. And it's usually, we all know what it is. I don't want to be on it, and I don't want to talk about it specifically, but we know this disgusting person that they try to, and they apply your libido against you, and it's disgusting because they can apply on anything. So with that being said, I hope that my videos are just making sense to some people. I know it's hard to understand if you're not experiencing this, and I hope I'm clear enough to make sense of it to some people. And guys, I just want to say the same thing: stay strong, don't fall for it, regardless of the V2K, regardless of all the type of gaslighting that's done, and stay strong. I know the direct energy weapons are, something else. That's something I need to talk about. But this is harder for me to express, just because I don't know exactly what's happening, but I feel changes in my body. I feel burns here and there, like a little bit. But stay strong. Know that justice will be done for what they're doing. Do not fall for those those psychological torture. You know, they try to vilify you, they try to, but don't fall for it. They are the lowest of the low, and they know. And justice will be done for what they're doing and what they've done to so many others. Some are no longer with us. And just stay strong. And thank you for listening. God bless you.